Queremos agradecerle a los que se están conectando a nuestro evento en vivo. Felicitamos a los equipos competidores. En breves momentos, comenzamos. Para dar inicio a este evento, demos la bienvenida a nuestra conductora, Iris García.
En nombre de Enactus Guatemala, agradecemos a todos los que nos acompañan a través de este en vivo. El día de hoy estaremos viendo las presentaciones de 4 equipos Enactus que conforman la primera Liga de Competición. Antes de dar inicio con las presentaciones, demos la bienvenida al patrocinador de esta liga.
Estamos en el negocio de proteger a personas y productos brindando las mejores soluciones. Sealed Air, patrocinador oficial de esta liga, gracias por ser parte de este cambio.
Agradecemos a Sealed Air por creer en Enactus y ser parte de este cambio, donde los emprendedores a través de sus proyectos están causando un gran impacto en nuestro país. En estos momentos veremos la presentación del equipo Enactus de la Universidad del Valle de Guatemala, Campus Central.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what...
We live in a diverse world that has a lot of history to discover, and today I want to share a little bit about our country. Guatemala is a very diverse country of stunning places and beautiful landscapes. However, its society presents some challenges that must be solved as soon as possible. Guatemala is facing social, economic, and environmental issues in its communities. According to the Ministry of Education, around 20% of the children in the country don't get primary education. The lack of education increases the unemployment rate, which is a disadvantage for a lot of families in the country. On the other hand, Guatemala is also facing challenges in its environmental sustainability, such as reusing and recycling. In Guatemala, between 75 and 95% of the generated waste in households can be managed and recycled. But in reality, only a small percentage of this waste is being recycled. This is mainly due to the lack of information and tools about the topic. Based on these circumstances, it is clear that it's time to work on changes to enhance these conditions. I am Lucia, and together with Alejandra, Josué, and Gabriel, we will show you the path that we took at Enactus Universidad del Valle de Guatemala to contribute to the solutions for some of these problems.
We first identified the problems that cast a shadow over community. Then, we visited the community and carried out an ethnography in order to create possible solutions based on their specific needs. Lastly, we validated our projects to make projections on the social and financial impact they might have for the community and for our long-term sustainability. In order to magnify the impact, we decided to focus on 2 main projects that will guide us to sort out the problems established by the Sustainable Development Goals. With that being said, we want to introduce you to our first main project, biodelivery.
As mentioned before, most Guatemalan communities have an inadequate waste management system, which negatively affects the country's natural resources and the society. So we recognize a community with a great potential of improvement in this area, but with deficient strategies to make it happen, which was Santo Domingo Xenacog. Santo Domingo Xenacog is a town from Zacatepeques and is located about an hour away from Guatemala City. The economy of this town is supported by the production of agricultural goods and handicrafts. They also create a compost made by the organic waste of coffee from some of the homes. However, most of the waste is thrown on a ravine near the river that contributes to the pollution of water resources and the landscapes due to the lack of an inadequate waste management system. In order to solve these problems, we create biodelivery, which focuses on providing an adequate waste treatment system for the different households in the Guatemalan communities, creating a cleaner environment, reducing waste and clandestine dumps, the inadequate treatment of waste pollutants, and generating decent working conditions and opportunities for the informal collectors that are starting in the field. Through the communication with the township government, we got to contact an entrepreneur of the community who is part of the association We Build and that has been working on the elaboration of compost made up from the waste of local markets and had given a few talks of recycling in a couple of schools. Thanks to these contacts and the interviews For some settlers, we go to communicate with the association we build and with the local schools in order to start the project with the community.
Based on this information, we encompass the plan of the project in 4 main steps: educate, collect, classify, and transport to the recycler companies. So our starting point is in the community schools to provide training on the adequate management of waste, inspiring youth and children to replicate it at their homes. We have already planned some projects and trainings in some elementary schools of around 360 students. Together with this training and the alliance with the municipality, we expect to have a more direct contact with the families from the community. Also, we have been contacting collectors who will be guided and trained in the field of classifying and collecting waste. The project will start within a single block, so we can eventually expand to the whole community in order to identify the flaws from the beginning and work on the project to make it more efficient. For the last step, we have been contacting different recycler companies who will be the buyers and initial target market of the project with the collected waste. Looking at the financial projections, we estimate that in our first year, we will have a net income of 1.2 thousand quetzales. For the second year, we expect an increase of 127% in net income. And for the coming year, we are expecting a substantial improvement in the project's main key performance indicators. Our aim is to make this project sustainable over time, to search for more sources of income, and to seek for allies that can enable a faster development in our activities. This project allows us to settle a new laying ground for upcoming projects and ideas. Nevertheless, this is not the only problem we are facing as a country. And to contributing more solutions, we have been working on a second project called Mecalerdi.
For this project, I want to start talking about the education sector in Latin America, which has grown significantly in the last 10 years. This has led Guatemala to have more than 4 million students enrolled in private or public institutions. Sadly, Guatemala has one of the last positions in the ranking of education in Latin America. On the other hand, it is well known that since the millennium started, technology has seen an impactful growth and development throughout the years. Large economies are investing and strengthening their capacities in order to prepare for an imminent future where technology will be crucial. We strongly believe in this change, and that's why we decided to develop Mecalerdi. This project consists of the development and implementation of the teaching and learning methodology called STEAM, which has shown an enhancement in creativity and problem-solving skills in students. In the US alone, it has shown a significant improvement towards people's salaries and job occupations. The main objective of this project is to use educational toys to teach programming, electronics, and design principles. We also want students to develop soft skills so they will be able to produce, publish, and communicate information. We want to focus on children from 11 to 18 years old studying in both public and private institutions. To secure a deep and transcendental learning experience, it is important for us to reach for people from young ages. In addition to this, we want to encourage girls to get more involved in technology from an early age in order to get rid of the stereotype that only men can pursue a degree in engineering or technology. We believe that by giving students the confidence and themselves an interest in STEAM, we can help them embrace their potential in order to pursue a major in this field. Teachers will also benefit because they will have new tools they can use to improve the way they teach, encourage their kids, and also expand their knowledge.
Mecalearning will have 3 teaching methodologies: education as a service, which consists of getting paid by the schools so our staff can teach the children; traditional, in which schools hire the company for the training of their teachers and at the same time buy the necessary equipment according to the number of students; and self-taught, so students can buy the toys online or in stores, and we'll have all the necessary materials and handles from our webpage. We all know that COVID-19 pandemic has changed many of the activities we execute in our daily routines. One of them is education. As we explained, we are ready to develop online resources and a friendly platform that enables students and people to work in whatever environment they want. We'll be focusing primarily on private schools because that will enable us to raise more capital, since this segment is more economically accessible. Simultaneously, we will be contacting NGOs and companies that are willing to create an alliance with us and provide the equipment to the public schools. As of today, Mecalearning has its first functional prototype, which is a Formula 1 style remote control car. The estimated unitary cost is $63. However, we seek to reduce expenses by using more technology, such as 3D printers, and increasing production. We are aiming to set the selling price at $150. The development of the teaching models and webpage will be designed next to mechanical engineers and electric engineers to ensure high quality. Industrial designers will help us find cheaper materials for the elaboration of the product that are highly resistant and eye-catching for the consumer. This forecast has a parallel effect on education. We expect that implemented mecha learning will have benefits such as an increase in university application, school inscriptions, and hopefully reduce failure rates and dropouts. This project can also be replicated in Latin America, since most of these countries also face problems in their education system. Our platform can become an important tool and a way for children in developing countries to receive high quality education. Also, this can be an important catalyst for the Guatemalan economy, since students will have access to education and will be learning valuable skills. It is possible to start building an economy where our main products have a higher added value, and thus it is possible to reach more foreign investments.
To sum up, through biodelivery, we believe that we're able to propel a game-changer model for sustainable economic growth and environmental care among communities. And so with mecha learning, we will be able to boost technological development and education within our country. We truly believe that our projects will help greatly our fellow communities and the world. For that reason, our focus is to work as hard as we can to reach a constant growth through time and consequently help as many people as possible. Our conviction as Enactus UVG is that the world and our society need encouraging, passionate, and driven people like all of us to create a better tomorrow. From Enactus, Universidad de Valle de Guatemala, we really hope that you enjoy this presentation, but mostly that after this you feel an even bigger desire to change the world, as we know all you have. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing all of you soon.
En Enactus unimos a las mentes brillantes de Guatemala que con espíritu emprendedor buscan transformar la realidad del país, de la región y del mundo. Somos una mente para los negocios, un corazón para Guate. Únete a Enactus.
Cada año en Enactus contamos con nuevos y más enactors que con un corazón para Guatemala y una mente para los negocios trabajan para generar impacto en nuestro país. Algunos de ellos son los chicos del equipo Enactus de la Universidad Meso Xela, Campus Central, que en este momento harán su presentación.
The land of the eternal spring. If we were asked to describe Guatemala, we could talk about how it's a place filled with color, life, culture, and natural beauty, where diversity is found in many ways, where cultures mix and traditions stay strong. But its greatest treasure is its people. Kind, welcoming, and most importantly, hardworking. There isn't a challenge that together we cannot face. 2020 has been a year of difficulty, challenges, and change, pushing us all to a new level of innovation like we had never seen. My name is Victoria Bachelor.
My name is Efrain Ruiz.
My name is Sammy Gonzalez. Guatemalans have always been hardworking people, never allowing circumstances to get the best of them. In fact, statistics from Training Economics indicate that in Guatemala, up to 6.2 million people considered to be economically active, 40% are self-employed.
Other studies made by Statista indicate that in 2019, more than 50% of the country's employment was composed of professionals and individuals of the service sector of economy.
We have all seen the effects the current crisis has on the economy at a national level. Jonathan Mencos, executive director of the ICEFI, in an interview with the national newspaper Prensa Libre, mentioned how with just 1 month of pause on all labor activities and the decrease of demand, around $72,000 will be lost.
We believe in the potential Guatemala has because of its people. This is why we created Cash, the virtual platform to help create a new way from entrepreneurial, self-employed, and innovative people to do business.
Cash is the online hub for any service you may need, from carpenters, plumbers, and electricians to doctors, nutritionists, personal trainers, and much more. Our all-in-one platform covers pretty much any function a professional may need without multiple apps on their device. Unlike other directories and apps, you can contact, arrange, and receive your service all on the same platform.
The vision behind Cash was born as we watched those around us hurt by this crisis. Seeing this, we wanted to provide tools for these individuals to have a way to still work and make a living, regardless of the new form of business that exists in the world past crisis. With this vision, we aim to develop Cash focused on the sustainable development goals.
Number 8. Decent work and economic growth.
Number 9. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure.
And number 10. Reduce inequalities.
The name Cash is of the native Sotujil Maya and means change. For us, it represents the inevitable technological innovation that now we live in. Cash is a multi-platform hub designed to work as an app for mobile devices and a web page for computers. Our business has two main focus: the users models, which is available to general public, and the professionals models, which is only accessible to the individuals that have signed up to our app as a service provider.
A benefit users get through our platform is that all professionals have been verified and approved before appearing in the app. Because of this, they are required to go through a verification process, which requires the professional to submit paperwork for us to verify their identity and give the final user security over who will be assisting them.
The professional will be required to present a photocopy of their identification, a power bill, and background checks. If they have a high school or college degree or certificates from technical courses, they will be asked to send those in as well, along with the professional license number. There are two ways that a professional can submit their paperwork. First, by going to the cash stand, or by emailing it to us. While restrictions on face-to-face business continue, we'll be accepting applications through email to ensure the safety of all involved.
Once they have passed the verification process, they will get the confirmation to their email or in person at the stand, and will get access to a video tutorial on the app's usage. They are then able to create a personal page with their information and information on their service they provide, all of which can be edited and necessary. This page is customizable by changing the profile logo, amongst other options. Once their profile is complete, they will automatically be able to appear in user searches.
For the professionals, the app includes certain basic functions, which are receiving job offers, a direct professional-to-client chat, a counter-offer if the price needs to be modified for a specific job, an option to accept the final agreement, along with a list of past jobs they have accepted and completed.
For the users, they will be able to create an account with their email and complete a profile by adding information such as their full name and address. Before their profile is complete, they will have to accept the terms and conditions of the platform's use. In one of our future expansions, signing up through popular social media platforms such as Facebook will be implemented. Once completed, they will be able to search the app for the service they need.
The platform will allow searches with different filters such as category, past experience, locations, among other options. The app includes categories such as health, social service, repair and maintenance, beauty, construction, technology, and many more. Once the search filters are selected, the user will get to see a list of professionals that are in the app available for the service they need.
When the user selects the service and professional they need, they will get a pop-up notification indicating whether the professional is available and will be answering shortly, or if they are not available and would respond at a later time. This also indicates to the user that they can continue their search or that they can wait. Once they submit an offer, the professional will be contacting them so that any and all details of the job are clear and they can reach a final agreement. Once the professional accepts the final agreement, all that is left is to receive the service and pay through one of the many payment options the platform will include.
In the online expansion, we'll be adding new functions to help improve the platform's functionality and make it more adaptable to the professional's needs. Some of these functions include online meeting rooms, a Google Calendar job assistant, and a new payment options. We'll be including a leasing and material shop module to help professionals or users who may need specific tools or materials to obtain what they need in order to complete jobs or tasks they are working on.
We are currently beginning our pre-launch online marketing, trying to create awareness and interest in our business as we approach the official launch to the public. Once the platform is launched, we will begin to focus on radio, television, and other media outlets.
We earn money in 3 different ways. First, by the 2 packages the professional can subscribe to have access to our platform and all of its features. First, the basic package, which includes access to the platform, the professional's profile page, a professional-to-client chat, and receiving payments. And then the plus package, which includes access to the platform, the professional's profile page, professional-to-client chat, video calls, online conference rooms, Google Calendar appointment manager, and receiving payments.
We also charge a transaction fee that the users pay per job they request. We charge $1.28 on the service requested from any service provider that is not a licensed professional, and $1.92 on services requested from licensed professionals.
Finally, for the users, we will have a standard profile and a premium profile focused on large business that may use the platform as a large-scale outsourcing hub. The standard profile them for search, requesting individual jobs, and paying for the service they obtain. The premium profile allows the company to use the platform as a user, but also includes the ability to group professionals when multiple professionals may be needed for a task, and also a job advancement model, where the companies will be able to pass job opportunities for the professionals to submit proposals and applications. These features will be included in one of our next updates.
Our investment for this project is estimated between $5,256 and $6,025, covering market studies and the platform's development. Based on our studies, if we have 100 transactions per month with a $1.28 fee, we would recover our investment in 41 months. And with 1,000 transactions per month and a $1.92 fee, we could recover our investment in around 3 months. Now we know that these values are not set and have done calculations to find various possible return periods based on the fees and the number of transactions per month in relation to time, as displayed in the graph.
Our estimated monthly operation cost for the first month after launch is around $156, which covers the payments of marketing and server fees. We realize in the first month after launch, we can't guarantee 1,000 transactions, but to cover our operating cost, we need a minimum of 81 to 121 transactions per month.
Our projections show us having an income of around $7,692 to $2,377 depending on the transaction fee and amount of transactions per month. Based on these numbers, we can estimate that for each dollar invested, we have a return profit between 46 and 283%.
After the operation costs are covered, 50% of the profits go towards reinvestment. We keep 25% of the profits as net profits to cover other expenses we have as a team, and the remaining 25% goes directly to our scholarship fund.
To be able to help those around us, we created Cash Scholarship Fund. This scholarship fund aims to create a larger impact on the younger generations in our country. Currently, the scholarship fund will be covering all costs to provide youth between the age of 15 and 23 with technical certifications. As Cash grows, we plan to expand our scholarship fund, adding new ways to provide education to those who need it the most.
Our main impact is with the professionals and service providers, who we aim to help better their source of income and job rate. To measure this, we will calculate the comparisons among certain professionals' jobs average before the COVID-19 crisis, during the crisis, and after they joined Cash. This will allow us to show how we have impacted their lives by providing more job opportunities and therefore an increase in their economy.
The other impact we have is with the users, by providing them with a simple, safe, and comfortable way to get their services. This can be measured by general user input showing their satisfaction in the app and its usage, and the security and safety they feel by knowing that any service on the platform has been verified.
The app is currently in development. By the end of July, the initial version of the app will be launched to the public with all the basic functions. The online expansion is scheduled to be released by mid-August. The platform will be fully functional to the public and working at a 100% efficiency by the end of August.
We may just be in the initial stages of implementation, but we have a lot prepared for the future of this business. In the next year, we plan to expand and cover 100% of Guatemalan territory with users and professionals from all over the country available for business.
By 2022, we plan to begin our operations expansion to cover the rest of the countries located in Central America. With our platform, we can eliminate most borders and help professionals from multiple countries find new clients, and we plan to begin with those close to home.
We are a team of 34 enactors from over 10 different majors, working together to use innovation to create a new form of business for those around us.
With guidance from our 3 faculty advisors and 5 external advisors, we are creating a solid foundation for our ventures to generate a larger impact on our communities.
Creating 5 social ventures and more than 6 innovative technological solutions.
Investing more than 20,000 total work hours in design, strategy, and implementation with our communities. With a mind for business,
a focus on innovation,
and a heart for Guatemala. We are Enactus Meso Xela.
Agradecemos el apoyo a las empresas que confían en Enactus y hacen realidad este evento. Para seguir con nuestras presentaciones, a continuación veremos la presentación del equipo Enactus de la Universidad San Pablo de Guatemala.
Hi, my name is Gabriela Portillo.
Hello, my name is Francisco Perez.
And my name is Alison Giron, and we are Enactus Universidad San Pablo, Guatemala.
Now, in other news, we will see the first company sending astronauts to the space.
This is a new adventure for USA, since the Space Shuttle program was cancelled in 2011. Now, we will see a summary of what happened.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
America has launched. And so rises a new era of American spaceflight, and with it the ambitions of a new generation continuing the dream.
Excellent news! Another advance for aerospace industry.
Hey guys, let's talk about the most expected section of the day, our trending topic. And I would like to share with you something that has given too much debate between enactors. Yes, the team of Enactus Universidad San Pablo, Guatemala, which is breaking the communications barriers between parents, students, and teachers. This project basically emerged from the communication need that the COVID-19 brought through the pandemic, and it has taken more than hundreds of hours to be able to be developed during the validation process of the project. Are you curious? Let's watch it together.
Based on this, we were able to perform some surveys to teachers, and we were able to jump in the next conclusions. And 95% of them truly believe that the enhancement of the current platform that they're using will improve on the control of their grades and activities that they're daily doing. Besides of that, the students' performance will improve as they are going to be more aware of their activities, and they will have a better control with the parents of all of the homework. Besides of that, the communication with the parents will be direct, as in a matter that it will be more efficient. Besides of that, the service for parents gave us this data. They would really think that it will be helpful for them to receive direct feedback as from the education center and from teachers as well. It will be better for them to have better control of all of the activities that they are having with their kids, as having a platform that will put everything together on one spot will efficient more the time that they have to use every day of their life. So, besides of that, it will make it better and get a better efficient for the system education. Now, the problem that we found on this is if the education centers in Guatemala keep an effective communication between students, teachers, and parents during the current situation, we truly believe that a good communication and efficient communication will help to have a better control of the learning process of all of the kids.
In this sustainable development goals, we want to help ensure a quality education by creating assertive communication so that teachers can share basic knowledge, providing necessary tools to help them in their academic training, managing to promote an assertive education. We want to promote innovation in information and communication technologies. With this project, we can improve using resources in a more efficient way.
So, I would like to talk to you about the solution. And the solution that we found is a space rocket. And I would like to introduce you what is about that. This is a web platform that will help schools and parents to maintain effective communication between teachers and students. So we would like to do this to improve all the education centers, and we would like to keep trying to keep all the information security. So right now, I would like to talk about of the system.
Benefits users and students' benefits. They can be accessed from a mobile device, cell phone, or computer, a web platform where they will be able to find activities in a more attractive way. They will be able to see a part of the process of their friends, also challenging them, creating healthy competition. Parents and teachers' benefits. They will not have to with different applications because our web platform is an integration, so they can have a record of all class activities. Internet does not have internet access may be notified by text message.
So, education centers benefits is notification in one location, digital agenda, direct communication with teachers, progress of grades, homeworks, and projects delivered. The educational centers that acquire our platform will be able to count to manage all the information of the students in one more effective way. And I would like to talk to you about these 5 groups. We are going to focus on users. Those users are students, parents, teachers, and all the administrative staff. They are going to work on the education. The teachers, they are going to create activities, and the activities is going to be provided with one answer, and we're going to work with gamification. This gamification is going to be a challenge between students, and all the activities created by the teachers, they are going to improve all the reception of the information. So we're going to improve all the communication by the teachers and the students, and the parents, they can get all the communication by 2 ways. The first is expenses communication, and this is going to be on emails because this information is important. Space Rocket. This is some of the functions that we are going to have in this platform. In this platform, we are going to scan a code QR to easy login for the parents and students. And this is going to be helpful. Now, this is the interactive for the teacher, and this is an intuitive interaction for the teachers. And when the teachers create some activities, this is going to get a text message for the parent, and this is automatic. Some of the tools that we are going to have in this platform is, first, the queries. All these queries are the communication by the text message and emails. Emails contain all the information important of the students, and the text message is to notify all the activities created by the teachers and will notify the emails that will get the parent. ERP communication. This ERP is to get the control of the communication of the educational center for the payrolls and the incomes of the parents. The agenda. This is a digital agenda to a specific task of the project assigned.
Now, our market analysis. We can work with 19,134 schools in the country. Only in Guatemala City, we have 13,801 schools active. Now, from this number, we were able to get a total of 986 and 7,700 students from preschool over to high school. Out of this number, we got that 79% of that total have access to technology devices such as cell phone and computer as well. So this will allow us to provide these benefits towards to the kids, making them better and giving an easier tool to work with.
all these benefits that we are going to work in general is effective communication, task optimization. We are going to improve the performance of the students, easy of access through a computer or mobile device, a copy of the information in the cloud, customization in modules, control anywhere. The price is the lowest compared to other platforms, and the training demo with 24/7 support. And this is all the benefits that we are going to work it on. And our differentiating elements that we have is providing constant training, assertive communication between the educational centers, teachers, students, and parents.
Phases of the project. Phase 1, investigation. The research phase helps us detect the needs of each user. Phase 2, feedback from businessmen. We had meetings with businessmen to get feedback and to improve the project. Phase 3, validation. We had validation from parents, school, and teachers to know the tools were useful.
In the phase number 4, we are going to develop of the web platform prototype, and we would like to implementation of the project in the country, so that all the schools with the help of the government can use the application. In the phase number 5, we are going to testing with 3 educational centers because we wanted to grow to the new markets to be able to implement courses, seminars, and workshops to making our platform flexible.
Our business model. Our clients are going to be addressed to small and medium-sized education centers. The users are going to have access to an annual membership plan for 5,000 quetzales, which includes 150 users. And the sustainability is going to be based on 10 education centers that are going to work with our project as well. And it's going to help us to be more profitable for them as well. Now, we are
Enactus,
Universidad San Pablo de Guatemala.
En Enactus sabemos que ahora tenemos un nuevo mundo de negocios, así que formamos nuevos emprendedores con herramientas, metodologías, mentores, experiencia real de negocios y otros más. ¿Quieres emprender buscando que tu idea sea rentable y también genere impacto? Únete a Enactus.
En Enactus nos apasiona trabajar con propuestas de emprendimiento rentables, que con trabajo, conocimiento y esfuerzo se convierten en grandes negocios. Ahora, ¿qué les parece si vemos la presentación del equipo Enactus de la Universidad Francisco Marroquín?
Every great story begins after getting over the dip. In the end, the story rewards those who keep trying. As Francisco Marroquín University, we were out of the competition for 3 years. Now, we are participating again, taking flight after the dip. This is the story that brings us back.
Every journey has a beginning, and this story starts with Flor. She was born in Guatemala in 1979 and was diagnosed with Down syndrome from the day she was born. As she grew up, things started to get difficult, and then, around 2018, she found herself in need of an emergency surgery. At the time, I was enrolled in a part-time business selling clothes. It all came down to the moment when I felt a deep internal mission to do an effort and raise money to help Flor. Luckily, the efforts were worth it, and the project was a success. I realized that there are millions of people around the world like Flor, and this statement made me come up with an idea, which was creating a new social venture, except this time, making it massive. Love helped us to discover an opportunity to change the world. Statistics from the Charity Foundation shows that Guatemala is one of the countries in Latin America with higher participation per capita. There are more than 100 million annual donors in Latin America, and this number is over 1 billion worldwide. Additionally, the average donation per individual is of $40. Our entrepreneurial skills were tested by this challenge because there is basically non-innovation at the biggest problems we identify: accessibility, follow-up, and in consequence, transparency. We are focused on bringing a solution totally viable and scalable, another big challenge, but nothing that our entrepreneurial skills and leadership and a strong business model couldn't solve. I have a question for you right now. Have you ever donated and never heard about your money again? At the process, we clearly identified that donors want regular updates by nonprofits to feel they are also part of the cause. Organizations are not just helping, they are changing lives. And the people want to feel part about that. We understood that if we helped to automate the way follow-up was given, we could achieve even more donations per person. Through a rigorous process, lots of coding, and time, we finally come up with the solution. Our company, recaudar.com, is a platform where people can donate to a wide network of charity organizations, making the process simple, transparent, and secure. Our commitment is clear, so we make work more easy for nonprofits. Our software is innovative because organizations can build their profile in minutes. We worked with the latest security payment and tracking features such as CyberSource, which is a security technology owned by Visa. Our goal is to become the catalyzer of impact, making donation as accessible as possible, letting people know where their money goes, and guaranteeing maximum safety in every transaction. But at the same time, nonprofits get their work done faster and easily. We understand people are intrinsically connected with the organization mission, and not all donors donate to all causes, so we develop categories, helping them to donate more and refer even more.
The process for making donations is fairly simple. Organizations can enter the platform and create their own account. We ask for their legal documents, bank account details, and contact of a person in charge. After creating their profile, they will proceed to make a short description of the cause they're raising money for and the quantity of people they look forward to impact. Finally, a recaudar.com subdomain will be provided so that funds can be raised. We strive to be an accessible, secure, and simple process that connects nonprofits with donors. For this reason, we decided to innovate by introducing the following pillars in our platform. First, an easy-to-use interface. Donors can donate in less than 5 minutes of their time. Second, security. All the nonprofits organizations listed on our site are legally registered. Third, recurrency. We help nonprofits to receive recurrent donations, making them more sustainable. Fourth, accessibility. Users can donate from anywhere around the world. And fifth, tracking. We give regular updates to let users know where their funds go and the use of them. And yes, you heard that right. It is that simple. With a single device and a few taps, you too can donate to the charity of your choice. Now, how do we create engagement with our business? Donation follow-up. It is a very important matter for us. Whenever a donation is made, they will receive a donation receipt from the organization and a thank you letter from recaudar.com. Every month, organizations update their profile, and this new updated information is sent to those who donated to each organization. And that's how we engage with our users.
Created an innovative business model that works as follows. From all the profit collected weekly, we will take 10%. We will use 5% of the revenue for operating costs of the platform and 5% per transaction for paying third-party services. Finally, organizations will be obtaining 90% of the collection, which goes directly to their bank account. We decided to introduce other advanced features so that the organizations can be more efficient in all its internal processes. We have a monthly subscription plan to use our automation software for finance, human resources, donor management, and beneficiary management. The price of this service will be $20 per month.
Now, we conducted a market research to determine the potential of our market, which we could work with, and we know that there are more than 100 million donors around Latin America and 800,000 organizations in the same continent. Online donations have had a constant growth rate of around 10 to 12% annually, a faster pace than most markets worldwide. Now, by making use of other business principles, we decided to introduce 2 revenue streams, making our venture even more sustainable. We get $2 from an average ticket of a $40 donation in a 100 million donors market. And in our second revenue stream, we get $20 per nonprofit a month out of 800,000 organizations, talking just about Latin America. And now we are well aware of our competitors, especially in Latin America. But Recaudar.com is the only platform specialized in giving nonprofits a digital channel for donations, an automated system of debits, the opportunity of being more efficient with a software as a service, and give a follow-up plan to build relationships with their donors. We are focused on money collection because if we took on supplies and food, it would drive up the transaction costs, which is not sustainable in the long run. Our biggest differentiator is that we're built around the necessities of nonprofits. And we know that working with non-lucrative organizations and handling money from third parties is a complex process, as it brings many responsibilities. Since we're well aware of such, Recaudar.com has gotten broad legal mentoring to be able to create a solid strategy to operate. We have allied with the legal firm Amber to provide the best service. Also, we have many other organizations who have already trusted us, like Christian Entrepreneurship Center, Citibank Foundation, Get in the Ring, and other nonprofit organizations. Our impact. Now, to create a sustainable impact, directly we're looking to fulfill SDGs number 8 and 16. With Recaudar.com, we're trying to create a better, more inclusive institution that can be held accountable. Also, we aim to diversify and innovate in the industry we're in, which has an enormous added value. And indirectly, we're helping institutions to achieve SDGs number 1, 2, 4, and 13. Recaudar.com proves to be an opportunity to get the world closer to the end of poverty, hunger, and food insecurity. It also helps to guarantee an inclusive quality education to start implementing urgent measures to fight climate change. Our main goal is to reach more than 1,000 organizations in a 3-year period and 3,000 organizations by 2026, while impacting an approximate of 1 million people in the process. Looking at our business model and expansion plan we have come up for Guatemala, we're assured that Recaudar.com is a sustainable business in the long run. We're sure of this because when a nonprofit organization starts working with us, they will get constant donations, as this is one of our services that makes us the best at what we do.
Now, let me show you our financial results and what's to come in the next few years. In our preliminary phase, we got donations that added an approximate amount of $400 in just 4 weeks for 3 organizations. Now, what's going to happen next year? We estimate that in the next 12 months, we'll have at least 100 non-lucrative organizations in our platform, each one receiving an average of $500 monthly. And this is the conservative scenario. For August 2021, we'll reach our break-even point and become a profitable business with around 120 organizations. From that moment, we'll have more flexibility and we'll focus on growth. Then, by December 2022, we'll have a net income of around $50,000 a year. In this chart, you're able to see our profit and loss projections. At first, we started with a big loss, but eventually, we built ourselves to be a profitable company. Recaudar.com has already received an initial investment of $2,300 for the acquisition of the web domain, which was given by a Guatemalan angel investor. Nowadays, Recaudar is surpassing its MVP phase and is already growing in other important areas. This requires a bigger development team, for which funding is needed. Recaudar is now actively searching for social investors and international grants interested in supporting their project. According to our projections, let me tell you, to operate during the next 18 months, Recaudar looks for an investment of $50,000, which will get us to our break-even point and have a bigger impact in the next year and a half.
We have worked with an amazing team to bring you this project today. We strive for diversity and equality. This is why 66% of our directors are women. Every member of Enactus UFM family is committed to help Guatemala's progress through the empowerment of leaders that create high-impact social ventures. We now invite you to open your heart and donate using Recaudar.com.
Gracias por acompañarnos en nuestra experiencia de competencia. Les recordamos que los esperamos mañana a partir de las 17 horas para seguir aprendiendo de los emprendimientos de nuestros equipos Enactus.